Alright, this is going to be a pretty straightforward install, assuming you don't run into any issues. First thing you're going to do is create 3 folders on your main root drive. This is going to be on the same drive that you have Starfield on. And you want to make sure you do this on an SSD. Please don't put this on an external SSD. That's going to be absolute hell. Don't try to put this on a hard drive. Or I guess you can try. It's not going to work out well. You're going to have delayed sounds. You're going to have textures not loading, models not loading, etc. Alright, so for the folders, you're going to call this one compiler. Then you're going to call this one Star Wars Genesis V5, or in, let's say in the future, you're watching this for V6, V7, etc. You'll just call it whatever is the name of that version. And the last folder is called Wabajack. Alright, now we're on step 2. Click this link to download the compiler Wabajack file and then put it into the compiler folder. Now for step 3, we are going to download Wabajack from this link. Click download over here. And then once it finishes, just drag this .exe file into the Wabajack folder that you created. Now you're just going to install Wabajack by double-clicking the file you just placed. Click yes on the pop-up and just let it do its thing. After it's done, you'll see the app pop back up. Close it just to be safe, and then open it again from this .exe file. Now this is going to be a pretty important step. I don't care if you've used Wabajack before and are already logged into Nexus. I need you to log out and then log right back in and put in your details and authenticate again. Trust me, this is going to avoid 10,000 other issues that you're going to encounter. It's worth the 10 seconds you're going to take to do this. Now you're ready to install. Simply just go back to the main menu and press install from disk. So for the target mod list, select the file that you put in the compiler folder. And for the mod list installation location, set it as the Star Wars Genesis V5 folder. The third folder should just autofill at this point, and you can now start your install after that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll leave this install going and speed it up for you guys. If you have Premium, it's going to auto-install this for you. If you don't have Nexus Premium, it's going to make you manually click through it. It's not as bad as it sounds. It is only 183 mods because I have put them all into big packs. Okay, now that the install is finished, there is one final important step you have to do. If you don't do this, then more than half these mods aren't going to work. You're going to end up loading into a vanilla game. Navigate to your Documents folder, then to your My Games folder, then to the Starfield folder. Keep this open on the side and then download Starfield custom.ini from here. And then just drag it to that location. If you don't see this file structure here at all, make sure you don't have OneDrive enabled, or just try launching the game at least once vanilla to load it all up. Now you can go back to the Wabajack app and click the install folder location, or just navigate directly to the install location yourself. In the Star Wars Genesis V5 folder, you'll see a modorganizer.exe file. Run this, and then the launcher for the game should open up. If you run this and it isn't working, it's creating like dump files or it's disappearing or any other issue like that, then check out the possible solutions to it in my FAQ. When it opens, double check that everything is in here, and now you can launch the game through SFSC. It's going to take a while your first time, but it will eventually load. It takes maybe even up to a minute for your first time, so don't panic. Your shit did not freeze. After you load in, you simply just create your character, walk around for like a few seconds, and then start pressing random menu keys like the inventory, the quest tab. When you do that, you should eventually see a pop-up telling you to restart. That will let you save, and you can officially restart without having to lose any progress. And then after that, you can finally play the game. And I beg you, if at any point in this install process you got some sort of error, I highly encourage you to read the FAQ first before joining in Discord asking a question, because almost every other time it is because some type of common issue either caused by Starfield and Bethesda stuff, or some kind of PC issue that's easily fixable by running some file or downloading some driver, etc. You almost never have a unique issue that only you have, trust me. But yeah, if you see your question is not answered in the FAQ, then feel free to ask me in the Discord. Feel free to @ me too, I will respond. If you don't @ me, I might miss your message, so don't feel bad for @ing me.